Despite using the brand Omorovicza on and off for years, I realized I never reviewed one of the products on here. And no, it is not because the name is a tongue twister, it is more because although the products are lovely, they rarely made it into my regular routine. I have a friend though that swears by the brand. I will link her blog up here. So when I happened to get the travel size of the Omorovicza Daily Vitamin C, I remembered that she tried it and found it perfect for her very reactive skin. And because quite a few of you told me in the comments that they can't make vitamin C serum as in Ascorbic Acid serums work, I figured you might be interested in hearing my thoughts on this possible, always pretty expensive alternative. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel, we explore the science behind skin and do quick reviews, so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. So, if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell. Why vitamin C is not always Ascorbic acid. Now, my introduction might have some of you confused about why I suggest this vitamin C serum for those that don't get along with vitamin C in the form of Ascorbic acid. The reason is that, although technically Ascorbic acid is the original vitamin C, the derivatives developed to offset some of ascorbic acid's weaknesses like irritation and instability are usually referred to as vitamin C2 when a product is named. Same is true here. The Omorovicza Daily Vitamin C Serum does not contain ascorbic acid, but a vitamin C derivative called sodium ascorbyl phosphate alongside some extracts that might have some vitamin C naturally. The problem we have with the derivatives is that the data we refer to is mainly on the original, not on the derivatives, so we can't say for sure if they are as good. For sodium ascorbyl phosphate, for example, we do have some data suggesting it helps with collagen production, UV damage and hyperpigmentation, but it is limited, so you might need to see for yourself if it works for your skin or not. What the Omorovicza Daily Vitamin C Serum claims. Restore strength and radiance to your skin with Daily Vitamin C Serum, a potent brightening treatment that helps to combat the common signs of aging. A stabilized form of the powerful antioxidant vitamin C creates the basis for this milky serum, helping to defend against environmental aggressors, whilst balancing pigmentation for a more unified skin tone. Melting in effortlessly, the formula also utilizes hyaluronic acid to pump the skin full of moisture for a lasting hydrated healing concentrate, firms and tones the facial contours and smooths the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. After use, the complexion looks illuminated, healthy and visibly youthful. Texture and scent of the Omorovicza Daily Vitamin C Serum. Compared to most other vitamin C serums I have tried recently, this feels like a lotion rather than a watery texture. It is creamy white, spreads easily and sinks in without residue. The scent is not noticeable. How to use the Omorovicza Daily Vitamin C Serum. I prefer to use my vitamin C serums in the morning, so I apply the serum straight after cleansing and waited for a few minutes before I followed up with a sunscreen. The waiting part is more of a habit than necessary. With regular vitamin C, I do that to let it absorb uninterrupted due to its reactive nature. It layers very well with everything I followed up with, and you could of course just as good use it as night. The serum itself is hydrating enough to be used as only serum on my normal skin. Ingredients of the Omorovicza Daily Vitamin C Serum. Other than the sodium ascorbyl phosphate we already talked about, you will find glycerin and hyaluronic acid as main humectants, niacinamide, which you know I love, and yeast extract as postbiotic. Oh, and the Hungarian thermal water the brand is known for, claiming to be soothing and healing on the skin. What some people might not be so keen on to see is alcohol, which I personally absolutely don't mind, as well as fragrance and potentially irritant fragrant components. Just FYI, I don't mind any of these ingredients in my products. This is just a word of warning for those with sensitivities. Does it live up to its claims? Yes. My skin looked hydrated and bright over the period of me using it, which was a little over 4 weeks every morning, basically until the travel size was empty. How does it compare to Geek and Gorgeous C-Glow Serum? I don't have any vitamin C derivative products I can compare it with, as I tend to use Ascorbic acid, so let's take my current favorite. The first obvious difference is the price, as Omorovicza is more than 10 times more expensive than the Geek and Gorgeous version. The second difference is the texture, with Geek and Gorgeous being watery, while this one here is a lotion. And lastly, the type of vitamin C used and the rest of the formula do differ quite a bit. While Geek and Gorgeous is just a vitamin C serum, and the brilliant one I might add, Omorovicza offers a one-stop shop with the added humectants and niacinamide. This is possible due to the less reactive nature of the derivative and might be a selling point for those of you that wanted to use as little different products as possible. I personally will stick to Geek and Gorgeous as my skin gets along very well with ascorbic acid and I love the value for money. But if I for whatever reason could not use the original version of vitamin C with its low pH, the Omorovicza serum would be a great alternative if it is within your budget. Over to you. Do you use Omorovicza in your routine? And if you do, which one is your favorite product? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget, if you have specific ingredients or products you would like to see reviewed here, you can just leave them in the comments below or head over to my Patreon account where you get a vote on the topics I cover next. I'm going to link to more videos on the screen now that I think you might enjoy, and I'm going to see you all very soon with another one. Bye!